I found love for myself again, and that I am worthy of it, and pound goal. But I did make myself humble, and I see that that 0.6 pounds is just going to keep a fire under my ass and keep me going.
And how long did this take you? It took you 9 months to drop to 25 pounds, right?
21 days.
What? Good for you. Awesome.
As a diabetic, that is one of the biggest problems that you have is swelling of your feet and water retention. Ready? On each of my feet, per foot, I lost an inch circumference around each of my feet. So I was able to buy my first pair of cute girl shoes in a really long time from a normal store. So my blood sugars went from the high 300s to the low 120s. And if anybody knows anything about diabetics, I'm insulin dependent, but I went from a corrective insulin of about 20 to a corrective insulin of 16, which is a pretty big drop. So much that I have to make a doctor's appointment to get my insulin adjusted. Thing that I did that was most successful was making relationships that I was terrified of and being vulnerable and speaking out. And I had a lot of friends that I work with that were there. Tina, who is on the call, being one of them. She was a huge inspiration to me. And then just also my buddy Lori, but also making buddies along the way from near and far. And Alex and Esteban have been awesome too. So that's my Miss America speech. Thank you.
Just trying to stay with the plan and stuff. I've been losing this time I lost 9.8 pounds.
Holy crap! That's awesome. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Good. Sam, what's a win?
Win for me is when I stay consistent. I was losing the weight like crazy.
Okay, so let's take the number out of it. What's a win for you?
Eating salmon and liking it.
There you go. Awesome.
And your kids exercising with you.
That's so cool. Jad, what's a win for you? Chad also gets to learn how to unmute his thing. There we go. We get to celebrate that.
I didn't do this month, but last month I lost, I think, 7 or 8 pounds. Congratulations.
Awesome. Coaches, I'm going to call on you also just wherever you're at in my thing. If I don't call your name, let me know because the heads are moving around. Michelle, what's a win for you?
So I've been doing a 22-day push-up challenge. And the first day I could do like 10 mediocre real push-ups, and I'm up to doing 15.
Rock on.
So
nice. The girl's getting fit. And now were you doing fitness on a daily basis before you started the Jumpstarts?
walking at least.
That's cute. We all walk from the toilet bowl to the bed too. So
I mean, walking outside for like 45 minutes.
Are you staying the same? Have you done less? Or are you doing more than before the Jumpstart?
I'm doing more now.
Go on, life girl. Nice. All right, Brooke, you're up. What's a win for you? No, shut up. Don't say anything. I'm finishing with you. That's how I talk. So if you get offended with me saying that, wipe your tear and keep going. Hannah, what's a win?
A win for me would be at the beginning of the month I went on vacation, and when I got back home I was in that kind of post-vacation depression, and this past week I got back into like my workout routine, and I am now feeling sore after my workouts again.
As you guys are wondering, she actually likes to feel sore after the workouts. Some of us don't.
Yeah,
So
that's a win. That means that I'm actually putting in the effort again.
good for you. Awesome. Thank you. Jackie, what's a win?
But I showed up. I'm here. Yeah, you are.
You're on mute, Esteban.
Give me something more tangible besides you being here. Like what? Why is that valuable?
Because when I'm not here, I'm not 100% in. So I am in.
I like it. Thank you. Craig, what's a win?
I grew 2 inches.
He really did. All right, 30 seconds. Go ahead, share the story. True story.
So my wife told me to go measure myself at the chiropractor's office, and I stood next to the thing, and it said that I was 6'4". I've been 6'2" my entire adult life. It was so unreal for me that I completely dismissed it. And then as I was sitting at the car place getting my truck worked on, Esteban sends me this video. He's like, dude, I think that you actually may have like grown an inch or two. I like called him right away. I was like, I couldn't text you this. I had to tell you, I actually have proof that you were right. I have grown 2 inches, and I didn't believe it. Like, so 40 years old, lost 40 pounds, and that weight has been throwing my spine off for 2 inches my entire adult life, and I had no idea.
Yeah, so if you guys haven't seen it, scroll through the Facebook page and look at his before and after. You know, as his belly was larger, I got to do it. I'm doing it. So when my belly's bigger, I got to offset the weight, and the hip goes forward, and then if the hip's forward, the head shoots forward for balance. So as he lost the belly, his hip came back, and his spine elongated. So cool! Yeah. So I got to put like a link in that. It was so cool. That's a nice one. Thank you for sharing. All right, I'll keep going. Kristen, laser on me. What's a win?
If I can unmute. So I lost 9 pounds this challenge, which put me at 40.2 pounds overall since June. So yeah.
Hold on, I think I had wax in my ear. Say that again.
I lost 40.2 pounds since June.
Bang, girl! Good for you. You should check your height also.
I lost an inch last time I went to the doctor, so in January it'll be interesting.
That is awesome. Awesome. Thank you. Amanda, you're up.
My win was that I only gained 1 pound when I went on vacation for a week because I.
How much do you normally eat when you go on vacation?
Normally when I go on vacation, I eat anything and everything. I drink all the wine, eat all the food. Me and my mom are big wine people. So I only had 1 night of real indulgence, but outside of that, we were active and drank suja. I got my family to drink suja. And then I only gained 1 pound, but normally I would have gained probably like 5 or 6 pounds.
Wow, congratulations. So able to maintain, go off sort of, and influence your family for them to increase their life. Good for you. That's awesome. Let's see. I'm going down my line here. Got that. Already got Chad. iPad number 4. I think your name is Maria Laura.
Yes. Well, some of you know that I had COVID, and my husband had COVID, and my child had COVID, and it was really hard to stay on track. I was drained for like a few days. My symptoms were mild, but it was hard because of keeping up with the kids, and my husband, he couldn't do anything. So I was able to keep my weight down, because even though I didn't follow the plan as we were supposed to, I was still able to make smart choices on, if I'm gonna eat pasta, I'm gonna have a very small portion and a big salad, you know, and being aware of what I was putting in my mouth, being smart, you know, on what to put in my mouth, because I didn't have everything I needed. I didn't plan. I was living like just trying to keep up with everything those days, and then I started working out again, doing my squats, my lunges, my sit-ups, and I love it because I told Alex that I was gonna commit to her and to the group, and I've been doing it every day, even when I don't feel like it. I'm like, I told them I would. So to have someone accountable is amazing, and I feel really good about it after I achieved that, and to feel how much stronger I'm getting.
She still showed up on coaching calls when she was down with COVID.
Bam! You mean all we have to do is hop on Zoom, even from my phone? Awesome, thank you. Liza, what's your win? What's your share?
Well, so I'm a week behind everybody, but I did my measurements today, and I am 10 pounds on day 15.
Holy cow!
Yeah. Yeah, the inflammation is real, man. Oh my gosh.
Good for you.
So, yeah.
Congratulations.
So, thank
Look at
you.
that, so only 2
Glad to be
weeks.
here.
That normally would take 12 to 14 months to drop 10 pounds. I mean, 12 to 14 weeks, so 3 to 4 months. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Jillian.
Hey, gosh, I had so many wins. I don't even know which one to choose. I think that I need to pick 2. One of them is falling off plan and then picking myself up, dusting myself off and jumping right back in the saddle, and then having phenomenal reduction in weight after that. And I'd say that my second win is finally getting on a healthy schedule from morning to noon to night, which allows me to actually spend time with my husband, which had not happened in probably the 2 years that we've been married.
So what I'm hearing you say is a big win is your relationship.
It's been incredible.
Awesome.
You know, we finally eat together. I'm so happy about that. And we eat healthy together, so we actually feel good after eating.
That's cool. Thank you for sharing that one. Awesome. Kelly, you're up.
Well, in the first 7 or 8 days, I lost 8.5 pounds, but I wasn't feeling well at all. And I've stayed on the food plan. The only thing I've had off plan was pizza, cauliflower crust pizza. And then, I did make Swerve cookies the other day. But what I think the biggest win is that I'm really starting to see, like Liza's really talked with me a lot about the inflammation and about what is hurting my body. When I eat something, yesterday I ate something with tomato sauce in it. And like within an hour, my stomach was just going crazy. So I think I'm committed, I'm committed to November, but really tracking what I'm eating and not waiting 8 hours to eat. My worst fear is going to bed hungry. So I will wait hours and hours and hours to eat so I don't go to bed hungry. I get to look at that differently.
I wonder what you can do late at night so you don't go to bed hungry.
I drink a shake.
Look at that.
But you know what I do? I wait so long to eat that then I need to eat my dinner and have a shake, and if I want a banana, and my stomach can't hold that capacity.
Got it.
So then a lot of times I forfeit dinner and I drink the shake.
And
so it's just
have you been
managing.
able to make that juggling to where the time sequence?
Yeah, I need to be a better planner and not afraid to eat. I get afraid if I eat, then I'm not going to be able to have a meal later.
Got it.
And if I'm a bad planner, I just don't eat at all.
Who's your coach?
Kimberly.
Got it.
And Liza. And Liza's been through years of this with me.
Good.
I think the fear thing comes from the bariatric side. Kelly, let's connect.
Okay.
That's what I was wondering. Cool. Awesome. Thank you for sharing.
Thanks.
Rosalva, then Lauren, then Tina, and then we'll close up with, where'd she go? There you are, Brooke. All right, so guys, we're out of here in about 4 minutes. Thank you for staying on and celebrating everybody's win. It makes a difference when you hear your win being celebrated. So when you see somebody post, please like him and write a comment. Like whatever you're thinking, share it, because it really makes a difference. It makes a difference. If I write something and I am putting myself in vulnerability and you comment on it, it makes a world of difference to me. Thank you. And that's for each other. Rosalva, share a win.
Yeah, you've taught me to disassociate my cravings of all this yummy food that we Hispanics enjoy a lot, especially with family. You taught me to disassociate that with the actual family time, you know, as I'm bonding with my family. So I went off plan unintentionally. and I had to learn how to still go to my mother's without eating with them, because they're constantly feasting on tacos and all this yummy food. And then Esteban, you called me out on the quote unquote yummy, because my why is yummier than, you know, that instant gratification of food.
Awesome. Thank you for sharing. So for those of you guys that didn't see the post or read the post, if I call something yummy, subconsciously, there's an attraction there because of the meaning of that word. So if I call my 5 shots of liquor and pizza yummy, I'm going to be attracted to it. And if I'm like, that healthy, yucky food, I don't want something yucky. I want something yummy. So it's the proper word association to have a cause and effect of action, because there's a reaction. So once you acknowledge that, shift meanings and words so they match and align with the actions that are needed to get the results that you're committed to creating. So that was awesome, Rosalva. Thank you. Who was after Rosalva? I just mentioned the name. I didn't know. It wasn't Tina.
Lauren.
Lauren, share a win, whether it's from October or just in general.
I'd say in general, my biggest win is I feel better. Like my internal body feels better, a lot better.
Give me an example. What's that mean?
I have asthma, and my asthma seems to be in general a lot better. A lot less congestion. But I have chest congestion that I usually have with allergies and asthma at this time of year. So that's probably my biggest win.
Awesome. Thank you for sharing. Cool. Tina Turner.
Hey, can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Okay, so I've had a lot of major wins this second session, but I will go into just my one major one. I've always been an emotional eater. So had some things happen over the weekend, and on my counter sat the most amazing freaking amaretto cake that you could ever taste. Brooke can testify to that. And I had a cabinet full of alcohol. So I did not let my situation control me. I controlled my situation. So absolutely no cake, absolutely no alcohol. So what I've really learned through this whole session, because I suffered with a major virus also, is that my mindset is the key to my success.
That's awesome. Thank you. So true, girl.
Absolutely.
Awesome.
Yep.
Thank you. All right, let's wrap it up. I think that's everybody. Thank you, everybody, for sharing. Just kidding. We got one more. All right, Brooke.
All right. Well, I'm here, and I am so happy to be here. I think the biggest win of this whole 21-day challenge was finding...
Hold on, Brooke. Hold on. Keep that going. Keep that thought. My bad for real. I'm so sorry. Brooke is almost next. Alex, put your in.
I got someone, yeah.
I did.
Dang! Okay, so I'll be super laser. Brooke, you're killing it. So this is a ring that I had specially custom made for me that I wasn't able to wear when I first purchased it. Ta-da! And I finished a 6-week workout program, which kicked my behind, and I got these.
Dang, did you get your concealed carry in Texas for that?
I mean, I've already had that, but this is
of course
a big one.
Awesome.
I'm complete.
Congratulations. Thank you. All right, Brooke. Do it, girl.
All right.
You can share that inflammation part also.
There's my number one fan right here with me, Sophia. But I would have to say the number one win for me is I found love for myself again, and that I am worthy of it, and following the rules has never been my forte. But this time I decided to stick to the rules, follow it. I set a goal for losing 25 pounds. My big goal is to lose 100, and I've made smaller chunks of 25 at each round I'm gonna do. I did not make my 25 pound goal, but I did make myself humble, and I see that 0.6 pounds is just going to keep a fire under my ass and keep me going.
Good for you. So those of you guys watching are just coming on to drop 25 pounds when you hire a personal trainer or you have a nutritional coach would normally take 6 to 9 months. And how long did this take you? It took you 9 months to drop to 25 pounds, right?
21 days.
What? Good for you. Awesome. Awesome.
Thank you.
And I want you to share, like what Alex was talking about, the ring not being able to fit and then it fit. Did you notice anything like that also?
I did. So I took all the regular measurements that everybody else did, except I added a fun little measurement of my own, and it was the circumference of my feet. As a diabetic, that is one of the biggest problems that you have is swelling of your feet and water retention. Ready? On each of my feet, per foot, I lost an inch circumference around each of my feet. So I was able to buy my first pair of cute girl shoes in a really long time from a normal store, and I've been rocking them ever since. They were cheetah mad.
That's a real win. So a lot of times it's like, okay, I dropped 24 pounds, 25 pounds, but what does that mean? That means cute ass shoes. That's really what it means. Good for you.
It does.
And for our little analyzers in watching this, you said something about diabetic. Is that blood sugar? What's the deal with that?
So my blood sugars went from the high 300s to the low 120s. And if anybody knows anything about diabetics, I'm insulin dependent, but I went from a corrective insulin of about 20 to a corrective insulin of 16, which is a pretty big drop. So much that I have to make a doctor's appointment to get my insulin adjusted.
That is amazing.
Yes.
Well done.
Thank you. And
That's
I
good.
really
Incredible.
attest, I do have to say, the number one thing is following the rules, right? Following the plan. But I'd say the number two thing that I did that was most successful was making relationships that I was terrified of and being vulnerable and speaking out. And I had a lot of friends that I work with that were there. Tina, who was on the call, being one of them. She was a huge inspiration to me. And then just also my buddy Lori, but also making buddies along the way from near and far. And Alex and Esteban have been awesome too. So that's my Miss America speech. Thank you.
Awesome. Like, for real, I appreciate you guys staying on board. It's important for us to hear your win. It really is. I mean, your win impacts everybody else on here. Totally impacts me. Gives me that feedback of it's a reminder of this is why I do what I do. And man, I'm committed to you. I'm committed to you. So I appreciate you being committed to you and sharing your story. I want to do this more often where it's just like, let's share. So it's cool. Thank you guys for being here tonight. Love you. November starts on Monday.
A week from today, right?
The kickoff is on the 1st, and then the plan starts on the 2nd. We'll be done before Thanksgiving. If you're wondering what can I eat on Thanksgiving, here's the answer. Whatever you want. Just make sure it tastes good. How much am I allowed to eat on Thanksgiving? Whatever you want. Just try not to be bulimic. Oh, enjoy your time with your family. This has been a year where we've been distant from each other. So be safe and just enjoy the day, like off plan. So November will begin on the 1st. Kicks off the 1st, begins on the 2nd. You'll be done right before Thanksgiving. And then we'll have a week off and we start back up in December. And then holy cow, New Year's. And you guys will be way ahead of your resolutions. Woo-hoo!
Woohoo!
Jillian's doing that. It's good.
Awesome.
Awesome, guys. Love you. Have a good night.
Thank you.
Know your dotFit. We start on the 1st.
Yeah,
Second.
log on to your dotFit. Log on to your dotFit and update your account.
Alex, show us those guns.
Gun show,
Yeah.
gun show, gun show.
Breaks.